everyone. It's Sensei Victoria Whitfield, your journey partner in business from naturalintuition.com, welcoming you back to episode 46 of the Journeypreneur Podcast. This is your source for channeled holistic stress management techniques, guidance, inspiration, and motivation to stay on your path to rapid financial ascension and massive impact as a conscious entrepreneur. The title of this podcast episode is Who Will You Be Today? And right now I am in the car driving to my dear childhood friend Katheryn's apartment in this beautiful gated community, and I get to go house sit and cat sit her kitty Bubba for a few days while she and her mother are out taking their first vacation together in, I think, at least 6 years, she said. So I'm really honored to get to support them and loving on each other. And I'm also celebrating that it's 8:33 a.m. I'm driving in my car and I'm not going to work. I am going to my friend's gated community to go and take care of her beautiful apartment and her beloved kitty and go in the pool and tan for a few hours, just chill out. And then I have like a couple of things to do later on for my business today. So I'm celebrating that things are in alignment with the type of life that I've always wanted to live, like being free to love, being free to create, being free to enjoy my life on a day-to-day basis, especially as an entrepreneur. At first it wasn't like this, and especially before I started my business, it was like 8:33. I would be in my car, like pissed off, face, makeup slapped on it, and dressed up, ready to go to work. I mean, it was a much more frustrating experience, right? And being caught in traffic, as everyone's going in the same direction that I am, right? It used to be such a frustrating thing working that 9 to 5. And if that's where you are at right now, I'm sending you so much love. I'm sending you sunshine and freedom and just clarity and ease, this from my heart to yours. From this experience that I'm having right now, I'm sending it from my experience right into yours, right? That's my prayer, my hope, my desire for you. And so it is, right? More freedom. Because you're financially nourished, right? Just that sense of being financially nourished, and the freedom of time, right? Where I get to do what I want, when I want, with who I want, how I want, right? There's that little mantra came from Tony Robbins of like how he defines freedom, and absolutely, I love that. That's a copy paste right there. So, and as I'm heading out to Kat's place to take care of her kitty and her space, I have to tell you how I'm dressed right now. Like I'm in, these are yoga pants, I think is what you call them. And this lovely shirt, actually, that I got from a Tony Robbins event. Couple of bracelets and flip-flops. Like I am super casual right now, and right now I'm wearing it's not a baseball cap. What is this, a trucker hat? It has like the venti thing, the vents on the back of the hat, and it's a prototype for swag for my clients, and it's black. I love it, and all it says on the front in bold white letters is #visionary. And this is what's inspiring this podcast episode of Who Will You Be Today? Yesterday, I believe, is when we were talking about the power of anchoring a positive experience, right? So that you can bring it in more, and allowing that gift to yourself, right? To remind you of what the positive thing was that happened, to remind you to be a certain way, right? Anchoring that. In neuro-linguistic programming, they call that anchoring, by the way. And this hat that I'm wearing, this prototype, I'm testing it out, see if I like how it feels, how it looks, how people react to it, because what I would really love is to continue to instill in the members of my tribe, especially in the Visionary Shaman Circle, with little gifts that I send them when they sign up for a goddess level or higher membership. Because I send gifts every single month at that level of membership. So I want there to be items that remind them of this new identity as an entrepreneur, but also as a visionary shaman entrepreneur. Right? The word shaman comes from the Siberian Tungus tribe, and it means one who sees in the dark. And that meaning is what I identify with and what our entire group grounds around. We don't ground around like the title of being a shaman. No. This concept, though, of being one who sees in the dark, so that in the moment of maximum uncertainty, we are being someone who can see in the dark, right? In the moment of maximum darkness, we have vision, right? And that is #visionary. So I'm loving this hat right now, and it's a reminder of the message and what we stand for as a tribe, meaning a group of like-minded and similar lifestyled individuals. So with that, I wanted to turn it over to you just really quick in today's episode. Who are you being today, right? Are you being visionary? And if you were to be visionary today in particular, what would change about the way that you perceive yourself, the way that you talk about yourself and what you're doing in your career, and also in your relationships? How would that change the dynamic of how you relate to your clients, your customers? How would that change you if you were being visionary? I want to ask you that. Think about it. As we say in Reiki, just for today, be visionary. You know, there's a really great book called Rocket Fuel that outlines exactly what a visionary is, especially, in business. So if you haven't checked that out yet, please make sure you do. I think every single entrepreneur needs to read that book, Rocket Fuel, because there are two identities that the writer outlines there, of the visionary and the integrator. And if you're really meant to serve a greater life purpose, you're not just here to help out maybe one or two people, but you're really here to shift the planet, right? And to elevate your community, or as my Latina friends say, la gente. If you're here to like really lift the energy of the people at large, then this getting caught up in just being the integrator in your business, if you have that massive vision, is going to sidetrack you. And I fall victim to this all the time. Right? But my name's Victoria, so I'm taking charge of that so that I don't stay victim of that getting caught up in the minutia, right, of my business and day-to-day activities. I got to be kind to myself, because what I'm called to is this big vision, and remembering to be visionary. And my clients and the members of my tribe in my business are called to do the same, and we are #visionary. So if visionary isn't your word of like who you are being today, what's your word, right? Pick one. I am so impressed by how fast massive change can happen when you change your identity, like what you are identifying with. Tony Robbins also makes a really great point when he would help people, especially who have addictions, say smoking. I used to be a smoker, by the way. When they were really, really tired of continuing on with that addiction and remaining, slave to it, but they just couldn't seem to rise above it. The words that they would say is like, Tony, I really want to stop smoking. I know this is like ruining my health, but I've been a smoker for 25 years or 15 years or however long they've been a smoker, and I don't know. I mean, I'll try, but I've always been a smoker for as long as I could think. That I am statement creates your identity, and your identity takes hold of your subconscious mind, which is 95% of what drives your behavior. So if you can shift your identity, if you can shift what you identify as being, if only just for today, as we say in Reiki, you shift that container that holds 95% of what drives your behavior. It's a really, really, really powerful agent for change. So who are you going to be today? Who are you going to be? I would recommend that you go for being #visionary, right? And allowing yourself to grow into that self-image. I tell you, when my mentor originally started speaking about the future that she sees over me, I was shocked. I was embarrassed. I was in a state of disbelief. And even though I was resonating with it, I'm like, it would open my heart, the things that my intuitive mentor and my original business mentor, they would say that they see in me, even though it like hit me in the gut of like, wow, that's true. At the same time, there would be that feeling of like, well, that's not me though, right? Or that's somebody else, or somebody else already is doing that, so that can't be me. Like this is ridiculous. Like that's thinking like pies in the sky, like that's out of this world. I can't think like that. I gotta handle what's going on right here. And if they hadn't challenged me with that vision that they saw of me, I would not have been able to grow into it, because literally I just couldn't see it for myself. So if only just for today, I want to call that down on your energy right now. May the angels surround you and pour the identity of the visionary into your body, into your mind, into your heart, into your soul, and into your spirit right now, eliminating all obstacles between you and your visionary self, clarifying the truth of your inner visionary, opening the inner eye and eyes of your inner visionary. This is who you really are, and I mean that in all caps, referring to your divinity, right? Calling that out, if only just for today. I am affirming that in you. Watch and see how that continues to grow and to awaken and to manifest in this very day. And make sure you hop on over to naturalintuition.com, hit the contact button, and tell me what manifested when you started walking in and living into your visionary. Okay, I want to hear your story. I want to be able to support you. And if you are having a hard time seeing that greater vision for yourself, if your ability to dream big is broken, right? Because maybe something difficult has happened, or someone squashed that great, bright, childlike wonder that you always have in you. Be kind to yourself. When you hit that contact button, reach out. We would be so happy to get to support you in restoring your faith in yourself, in your life, and in your career. You are meant for so much more, and we need that divine vision that is awakening inside of you now more than ever. All right, so that's it for today's podcast episode. I appreciate you so much for supporting and celebrating I'm going to give Bubba an extra pat and a kiss for you. And I'm just so excited to get to continue to share this journey with you. Please remember to enjoy it. May you always be glowing as you grow your life and your business. And I'll see you in the next one. Mwah! Bye for now.